Attempt number 57. If you've been watching my streams of Battletoads, then you know that I'm attempting to beat the game legit. We'll see how that goes, and hopefully as we go through the game I'm able to help others who are willing to try this themselves. So let's see if we can discuss some of the strategies that go into the game and whatnot. Of course, this is the 57th time I'm repeating myself. Reminds me of my Case Mega Man runs, since those I always made a live commentary for. Battletoads is a game that gets ridiculously difficult after the first few stages. Nothing special on the first one though. The only thing you might want to think about is these fellows. You kind of want to get them back in the middle so you can destroy the parts, as those give points. The points have a reason in this game. They give you lives when you gather enough of them. So get points whenever you can, and if that happens, just jump out of the way. This is well, it's very important to not get stunned by the enemies if you continuously get hit. So it's better to just jump out of the way if you get comboed. And of course, if you miss the first attack on these pigs, you're in for quite a ride. Of course, you can also ride them, so there's that, but it's not really needed. And I would use the headbutt whenever possible here. If you don't have the stick especially. See if you can get the one up. Nice. You kind of look at the shadow and determine where you are. Shadow is your friend. Of course, not talking about the shadow from Sonic, the fellow with the machine gun. Yeah, that franchise changed quite a bit. But that's the first level of Battletoads. Everyone can beat this, there's no problem on the first level. You've made pork meat. It's a vertical drop. Yeah, sure is. Here's where you can gather quite a lot of lives if you're skilled enough. I'm not. But you can essentially combo these birds for long periods of time. And the more you do that, it's kind of like in Mario when you hop on multiple enemies without landing. It's kind of the same thing. I think you can get up to 8 lives in this level. And there's one. Here you want to hug the wall until you turn into a wrecking ball, and then you press the attack button. Nothing more to it. You are missing energy, try and get the fireflies or what have you. So this is what you should be doing. But you also have to keep in mind that if you don't kill the crows fast enough, they can cut the cord, and that's an instant kill. Something to look out for, so risk versus reward. That's why I don't really feel like resetting my run every time if I don't get like 5 lives. I'm just gonna go with it. It's not really, that's not where my run ends. Sure, you need the lives, but I don't think that's... If my whole run depends on me getting 8 lives on this stage, well, I've got problems. Battletoads is a lot about memorization. It's a memory game. Have to memorize every single thing and how they work in the game. Your average run is probably over an hour, so you have to keep your composure for that amount of time. Essentially. Not really trying to combo here, because I usually just get the cord cut and then that's just a death. So I'm taking it more careful. This is run number 57, I think I said in the beginning. So I don't want to try and farm for the lives every time on these runs. That's ridiculous. I just want to see how far I can get. Oof, there we go, you can get 2 of those at the same time if you position yourself right. Well, left in this case. But you know what I mean. Right is left. Right. Can we get... No, I'm not gonna even risk that, we're gonna get shocked. In various ways. That is the level. Our life situation. Am I happy about it? Yeah, it's better than I would normally... a better situation than I would normally be in. So I'm fine with this. Of course the turbo tunnel is where most people's runs end. Turbo tunnel was never a huge problem to me prior to doing this whole run. Oh, well, practicing for it. I could always pass the turbo tunnel. But before I did the streams, I would game over on the next level, the ice caverns, because I didn't really know how this worked. So that was my problem. But now that I did the streams and practiced every stage for so long, now I can get through that. The turbo tunnel here. I might take a death or two. It's not ever easy. It's still, you have to be concentrated. You have to have a good controller for this. So you don't hit the wrong buttons. This will require a bit of concentration on my part. Can't talk and play this at the same time. It's Battletoads. It's gonna be a recurring problem in this run. It's either me beating the stage or talking. So we have to figure out some kind of a middle road for that. The only thing you need to know about this level is that when you hit the ramps and when you jump, do not hit anything while you're in the air. Do not hit the D-pad, don't touch anything. You have the chance to drop through the platforms, and they're also more narrow than you'd think. So the hitboxes don't really correspond to the actual platform. So like here, don't touch anything here. That is a sure way to die if you start moving in the air. That's the problem a lot of people seem to have. They just start shifting in the air and then drop through the platforms. That is my biggest tip for this level. Do not touch anything in the air. Other than that, you just have to memorize it. Sad to say, but that's the case. There's no secret trick. Just have to get good, as they say. Here I like to get a little ahead. And at the top. Easier to avoid those. I don't recommend this strategy. Teetering back and forth like that. I would just say... Just a minute. Okay, I would just say, just keep jumping in the same interval, but that's what works for me, so I'm gonna keep doing the teetering. Not probably something that you should be doing, but hey, it works for me. No deaths, which is a good start. Don't wanna die early on in the game, because you're gonna need the lives. So after you've practiced this level though, it's one of the easiest ones in the game. Because it's essentially it's just you do the same thing every time. I say as I get hit. But it doesn't really matter. Luckily here, I should probably taken the energy from that. I didn't think I'd get hit, so I just ignored it. Heck. Okay. I should not get wrecked after I tell you how easy this is. Okay, thanks. That's great. Alright. Let's do that again. I'll cut that out. What an easy level. no problem. No, but really it is probably one of the easiest levels in the game because there's really no pinpoint precision movement, so it's all about just memorization and platforming skills, kinda like a real game. Imagine that. But sometimes, when you have good luck on other stages, you start sucking on the rest. So the fact that we beat the turbo tunnel without dying... well, we're gonna die in this level then. That's just the law. That's just how things work. Got a life from points, which is nice. There is another one up in this level, which I'm gonna try to get. So, I could tell you everything about the positioning and whatnot in this level, but it doesn't really do you anything. You can just watch what I'm doing. You just have to memorize this. You can't really explain this. Well, you can, but it's kind of useless. As I talk and get killed. That's gonna be... oof. That's the difficult thing about this, talking and trying to do this at the same time. Trying to tell you how to do this. Which, like I said, I really can't. This is one of those stages where you just have to repeat it so many times that it becomes muscle memory. So you first, if you wanna beat this level, just look at my footage, look at what I'm doing and then just repeat it so many times that you can do it with your eyes closed. Like the Mexican runner. Who thought that the turbo tunnel was doable blindfolded? Not I. Always forgot about that fellow. This comes up so suddenly. Alright. And I always get hit by that. No problem though. The ice cubes are the hardest thing to avoid here, honestly. Kinda wanna get lucky with it. Come on. There we go. That's just positioned like that to screw you over. Alright, that's a very hard... that is the hardest part in the level. That jump. You don't want to hesitate there, you just want to go and hope for the best. That is the jump that has killed me the most times in this stage. It's really ridiculous. It's not easy by any means. The fact that we cleared that on the first go is a miracle. And someone would say, hey, I'm gonna teach you how to pronounce things. And I'm gonna let you. Alright. We're almost at the end. Just have to go around the rest. Being extra careful. We have the lives, so I don't really wanna risk anything. Oof! Okay. As I kill myself. And if you're wondering, can you make that jump from here? Can I just drop down? Well, no, because there's a barrier. For whatever reason, it is considered a shortcut if you do, and you're not gonna hit the checkpoint, which removes the barrier. So we have to go through here. I guess you could go back down after you've done this. I'm pretty sure you can, yeah, but holy hell. Okay. Small problems then. We lost the lives we gathered. We're still gonna keep going, I'm not gonna reset. Lives come and go, as they say. Especially in this game. There's quite a bit of areas in the game where you just... potentially you can get unlimited 1-ups if you just keep dying at a checkpoint where you have a free 1-up grab every time. There we go. It's a bit of a hassle, that ending there. Lost a few lives, but that's the nature of the game. We could have lost those lives in the turbo tunnel, so losing them here, not a big problem. Let's see if we can hit the... yep, if you hit jump at the right moment. You can skip the first logs. It doesn't really do much, but it's fun to do. Fun to make that happen. Uh-oh. That's a bad start. You get 2 hits here essentially. There we go, got the 1-up. So these are more hazardous than they look. So if you just pay attention to where they don't touch, you can go around them. Just be careful not to retreat to the left too soon. But that's easier than it looks. Something that's not very common in this game. Run to the left, get these. There we go. Now, more leg fellows. It's funny to think that I also didn't know about any of these stages. Like, a year ago even. I didn't know what was after the turbo tunnel. Or rather, the ice caves. So the fact that there's multiple turbo tunnel-like stages blows my mind in so many levels. Pun intended. I hate how you can't get those energies because the boss comes in. So I wanna trap him on the right side. There's a lot of good tutorials for Battletoads in YouTube. To name one, Bootsy Beats showcased how to do this entire game and gave you pretty good tips. There's a few more that I'd like to add, but that's a good one to watch if you actually want to beat this game. Doesn't really matter how many times you explain. That's a bummer. Like how many times you explain the game, it's not gonna get any easier until you've played it yourself. Bit of randomness in this part. Just have to kind of get lucky with these patterns. That is the hard part here. So I guess the easiest thing to do would be to watch numerous people play the game and then try and implement those strategies to your own run. I mostly learned all of this myself. I did resort to a video a few times because it was just so painful, especially later on, but that's what you can do if you don't want to learn everything yourself. Just watch somebody play the game first. I missed a life and then I even got killed again. That's how easy it is to lose lives, but luckily we do have multiple game overs. It's not the end of the world, but I would like to keep the lives where I can. We're gonna try and do this, just the patterns. If they suck, well they suck. Let's get the 1-up. At least, there we go. You can get that every time, so as long as you get there, well, the 1-up is yours and you can keep doing this and not lose the life. There we go. That is just random, that part. Just have to get lucky. Yeah, I know, what a concept. You'll never make it past the giant snake, so that's not the problem. Listen, that's not the problem. This is one of the easier stages as well. Like ice caves in this. After the turbo tunnel are probably your breeder stages. Nothing more here than dying so many times you learn where the worms come from and where they go. God night show. Nothing more to it. This is one of those die to learn kind of games. Something that Mega Man gets blamed on usually, but you haven't seen shit. It's not until you play Battletoads you understand what horrible game design is. But I still like the game. Even though it's horribly designed, it's literally unfair. I still like the game. I wouldn't be playing it otherwise. So this is all in my muscle memory, I don't really have to think about this. There's one jump in this level that I will die on, most likely. A few times, it's in the blue section. But let's hope that doesn't happen. We still have 5 lives, and the problem with getting the score up to a maximum amount is that then you won't get any more lives, I don't think. So you kind of might want to game over. I'm not exactly sure if that's a strategy you should use, but we're gonna game over anyway. It doesn't really matter. I can tell you that right off the bat, we're gonna game over. That's the jump. We're gonna see. So at least we made that jump at the first go. Now hope that we don't die, so we don't have to do that again. Because that can just... That has killed me 5 times in a row. Once. So it's not really something you want to experience. Getting sweaty. So no matter how many tutorials you make for Battletoads, you still have to play it to learn it. It's not like you can read a book on Battletoads and then just go and beat it. It's not how this works. It's a bit different if you try to learn a Robot Master from Mega Man, for example. You can just watch a Nomi's perfect run, and then you understand how it works, and then you can just implement a strategy. Well, here the game is so finicky that it doesn't really work like that. You just have to get a feel for it. Oh! Okay, that's the thing. Trapped right through the head, and that's what I mean. Alright, trapped through the platform. That's how easy it is to lose lives in this game. How easy and how fast. Once you lose one, you're gonna start losing them all, because you get frustrated, and even if you don't feel like you're frustrated, well, as you can see, things will accumulate fast. Let's concentrate, shall we? I'll be back with you after these messages. There's actually no messages. Let's see then. This shouldn't be difficult. Just don't trap through the head like that. Oof. There we go. That was your breather stage. You think you're hot. Welcome to Hill. This level, as well as level 9, I hate the most. Level 9 is absolutely the worst one. It is probably the longest, probably the most difficult. But this one, not easy either. I don't understand why the heads drop down like that. The rat people get chopped up. Oof. Well, that's what short-term memory does for you. This is essentially another turbo tunnel. It's gonna have another one of those weird bikes we're gonna have to use, but this time it behaves more like a cursor. You can freely drag yourself across the screen and you don't have to ride it. It's an air version. These you wanna be... Oh, shoot. I was gonna say you have to be perfect on those. I know how to do it, but still, they still get me. That's the perfect analogy of Battletoads. You know how to do it, but you still get... you still eat crap from the sidewalk. Like they're no problem, right? But sometimes it just doesn't work the way you want to. I can't believe we got hit. Here you go. Now for the epilepsy background. Alright, this is gonna be the hardest it's the hardest one of these auto-scrolling sections in the game. If you don't have this memorized like that, then you're gonna have problems. Alright. Up. This is all random as well. There is a 1-up which I'm trying to get, but I usually miss it. So there's not much you can do here. Just try your best to avoid them. Missed, I can't go there. They absolutely blocked my way. That can happen. Okay, and now you can be at the top left to get the other 1-up after this section. But I find it easier to be down here, so the missiles can't hit you from the bottom. If you're in the middle of the screen, you have to dodge both waves. So if you're at the top or bottom, you only have to dodge one wave. Which is helpful to know. There was the 1-up, but I don't feel like trying to get that now. I ought to be fast. Forward. Back. Forward. Back. Now essentially, here's the end. Just get in between the lines. Flashing lines don't hurt you, but solid lines do. You can also be on the left side, but then you need a bit more time and a bit more accuracy to do this. I didn't count, so I'm probably gonna get killed. Yep. You need to absolutely count there, because otherwise you can't do that. I can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We're gonna game over, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Well, we got one more life from points. Thank goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, down, 18. Bam. So you have to go down on the 17th. If you don't, you'll die. That is the easiest way to do that, and they still lost like 4 lives on that. Oh, well, that's done. Now this is easier than the other stages. It's one of my favorite levels actually. At first this was really difficult, but as you grasp the concept of it, it gets a lot easier. So the main thing to keep in mind in this level is that you don't want to lose the stick, which is what we have right now. You get that from the beginning. And there's one more later on, but it's really early as well. Get that 1-up every time, so if you die, you don't get punished. So if you lose the stick, this is gonna become a living hell for you, because you can't destroy the fans that are coming up. And the other objects as well. And these can be killed with the stick too. So if you lose the stick, you can still do it, but it's gonna get 5 times more difficult. So hope that you don't lose the stick. Also, these guys up here, they don't have a hitbox, so the only hitbox here is the lightning bolt. You can actually stand on top of them, or rather on them and in them. So you don't have to be careful around them that way, just duck down. You can freely touch them. Watch out for the gusts of wind right there, so these you can destroy now. Without the stick you would need to be really quick on these sections as to not get blown off the level. So that is the reason. And like timing these without the stick would be difficult. You just basically pray that you don't lose it. Has to be good enough. This is, believe it or not, we're all over halfway. Get the 1-up. And getting that 1-up too without the stick, yeah, keep dreaming. This makes it so much easier. Once you learn this, just take your time and don't rush, because there's no timer. That's one of the most important lessons in this game. The fact that there's no timer. You're never in a hurry basically, unless the stage is forcing you to go fast. So in the free levels like this, where you can move on your own pace, do take your time. It's not a race. Once you stop and think about things, well, you're gonna have an easier time. Lost the stick, but we're at the end. You will lose the stick on the boss anyway, so it doesn't really matter anyway. Anyway. Bit of a trick there. You can jump through that final platform. The cutscene activates. This fellow, just ram him and then duck. Ram him and duck. If you're a speedrunner, well, I'd imagine you're laughing at this. Jeez. You can actually keep comboing him, so when he drops down, as he's about to land, dash into him again, so that he'll never touch the ground. That's a fast way to kill him. I tried that numerous times. I could never do it. Hence why I'm making, or rather, I'm doing this slowly. Because this is what works for me. And like I said, there's no timer, so there's really no reason to rush this. I tried to learn it. Tried to learn to combo him, but to no avail. This is what works for me. And I even still get killed sometimes. It's so precise. Essentially, the more you hit him, the wider the area that he covers will become. He will randomly choose between jumping left and right. So you can basically always just wait for him to come to you. But if it seems like he doesn't, you can kind of creep up to him. Like right now, he's not coming here. Now he is. One more. No, he went back. But you can just wait here until he does. Here he comes. And then ram him. If you get stomped by him, that's an insta-kill. And if he shoots you, well, you're probably gonna die, because that's gonna combo you. You really don't have long iframes in this. So if he gets you once, you're probably dead. You can die multiple times as well, on one attack. So if he shoots you and kills you, then you respawn, and he shoots you again immediately, then you just lost 2 lives. Shit. It's actually one of the better ways to die like that. Alright, he's done already, thank goodness. If you can die like that, safely in the corner, so he doesn't shoot you again, well, that's good. Oh, sweating like a pig's ass. Alright, here's the mother lord of the game. I hate this level. Hate it with all my guts. It's long, it's tedious, and it's full of RNG. It's just full of randomness. No matter if you're doing good, the stage can still fuck you over. It's just what it does. Sure, there are things to memorize as well and things to know, like these fellows, they kill you in one hit. See, if you just do this wrong, you're dead. Immediately dead. They punch you around and then you just die. Hitting those 100,000 points regularly here for more lives, which is good. I don't think we've game overed yet. It's always nice to see on level 9 with no game overs. Something you really need to do, because you're gonna start losing lives here. What was I thinking right there? My brain can't even keep up with this. So this section all about memorization, but once we get into the water, then the RNG starts with all the different sharks and goldfish and other things. They just sometimes, well, they sometimes spawn in like randomly, and then when you have to travel down, you really can't see where you're going, and there might be enemies below you, and then you just die. And there's also spawn points for the enemies, and once you go past them, a fish might just spawn from there, and then you pretty much die. Ooh, don't wanna hit the corners too soon. Whew. Right, left. Right, left. It's not too hard to memorize this, it's always pretty much right, left. Once you get used to that. So here's the worst part. And it keeps going for 10 minutes. Hug the wall to jump over the spikes. I always like to do 2 jumps. So the first one is to align myself and the second one is to make the jump. Like that. Hell. That's what I mean. Those fish. This guy I'm not gonna let even do anything. That's essentially where you can get fucked. Luckily, no fish were there. So we just got lucky. There was an open hole where they come from. But nobody was there. That's a dumb death. We are on 0 lives. Might take a game over here. Very possible, because this is a long stage and we're already at 0. Which is a shame. But will happen. Ugh. There's really not much you can do about those. Did I just really jump over that? It's not what I meant to do. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make this. Gonna have to game over. At least we get some practice in here. Yup, that's a good example of how you just instantly die with no remorse. I just got lucky. So we're not gonna get... Well, we're gonna get the 1-up from a section in here if we can make it, but we're not gonna get 1 from points anytime soon. Now just memorize this. I always forget how this goes. Because the game is so long and you start from the beginning. Yeah, exactly. Thank goodness. That is one hard jump to make as well. I forgot, as you can probably tell. The game is so long until this point that you start to forget how this go. And my memory is not the greatest. Please make it. Okay. Alright. Now... Concentrating. That has been done. Now, if you can get the 1-up every time, you have infinite lives. But that's a checkpoint right before the 1-up. So if we can do this... Come on. These are also insta-kill if they hit you. Yep. Dead. A rubber ducky kills you. We are on 0 lives, but if we can get the 1-up every time, that's infinite lives. I have died before getting that as well, so it's nothing new. So when I get the duck right after it turns, and here's one you want to despawn after you killed it. Let's go to the left. There's another one. Just have to learn where they turn and then immediately go after them. Oof, close. Alright, we're almost at the end. There's one more goldfish and one more shark. Fuck! Just get to... Oh! Hell with this! Get the one up. At least we got it. Lost some energy, but the most important thing is just getting the one up. I don't care how long it takes. We're gonna be here for 2 hours, I don't care. Just do it. Turn. And the hit direction in this game made by a blind ape. Thanks. Right at the end as well. I'm amazed that we did not game over yet. We're gonna need the lives probably in the upcoming levels anyway, so I believe if you game over 3 times, then you're done. Go to the beginning of the game. We got another life because of points, which is really nice. I didn't even think about that. So essentially you could farm here, just keep killing yourself, getting points, and then getting the 1-up every time, then you can rank up on 1-ups. But who's gonna want to watch that? I'm gonna actually try this legit. Not saying that wouldn't be legit, I mean the game is pretty cheap to begin with, so I wouldn't feel bad if you did that. I'd say that's completely fine. I just don't wanna do that. Fuck. What do I have to prove? Well, it's good that you actually see how difficult this game is when things don't go your way. There's a lot to learn. And this is essentially showcasing how difficult this is. I don't have high hopes that we'll beat the game this time, but it's nice to have these on outtake so you can see how difficult this is. So I'm probably gonna include this clip anyway. Would be a shame to waste this. Fuck! Can't even see what the hell's going on. Well, if you're willing to get this 1-up and die like 50 more times, you get 1 more 1-up. Which, you know, you could do. I'm gonna do it on an accident because I'm dying. Like legitimately dying, not trying to get more 1-ups. But then if you max your score, you're not... I don't think you're gonna get any more 1-ups because then the score doesn't count anymore. Starting to lose my cool. You'd think that when you get to level 6, oh that's halfway because there's like 12 levels. Well, 13 if you count the last boss. But no, level 6 is definitely, I wouldn't say the middle point. I think level 9 is the middle point. Because once you get here, it's gonna take you as long as it did for you to beat 6 levels. That seems to be the general consensus as well. Can't believe we got rid of the shark, that was close. I'm forgetting to breathe. Get out of the way. Are we gonna fucking make it? Please. The shark can also hit you through the wall, so careful about that. Oh, jeez. How the hell did we make that? It's when you get to the end, you can get the 1-up every time you die. That's really when you make the 1-up, there's like an 80% chance you're gonna make it through. Now this, the rat race. Which, funnily enough, people always say they have huge problems with this, but when I was practicing and streaming this game, I didn't have that much problems with this level. It's not easy by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not... I would still consider this one of the easier levels in the game. So essentially you just have to outrun the rat. And the last rat you actually have to hit a few times. It's just something that I got good at. So let's hope that this goes well. I mean, you can get stuck here for a long period of time, but... Ooh! That's completely my bad. Another example of the game's insta-kills. They are everywhere. Sometimes I question the existence of the health bar when you just keep dying in one hit. That's... bad. Gave him a nice boost. Don't wanna do that. Still have a chance though, the second one is pretty easy as well. Ah! I said. Oh, we are in trouble. No, there we go. It's the last rat, that's usually the problem. See if you can do it on the first try here. Can't have any fun. I was trying to hit the rat. Now I got hit by the balls. Alright, screw having fun then. Let's see. Even though I'm saying this is easy, I might still game over here, but I'm saying this is easier than people say it is. You just have to get the rhythm down. We are looking pretty good, we just have to hit him now. Let's see if we can do that. That's a bad spot to be in. Got a good head start here. But now we have to hit him. Twice if possible. Yes! That's it. We should have this. I don't think he can catch up. And there we go. Now there's a boss. We're not out of it yet. Ooh. So I don't know why he doesn't move for the first like fucking 15 hits. But then he will start to move, at which point you want to hit him from behind. Something you wanna do. I like jumping back because I'm not really sure when he starts to move. We'll see. There he is. Now he starts to slowly move, and every time you... oh my god. Every time you hit him he becomes faster. Incredibly got the one up. Wasn't paying attention to score again and lost it immediately. Oof. See if we can somehow still make this happen. Would hate to do the rat race again. Fuck. I said... oh, shit. I'll try that again. Now we're gonna have to do this from the beginning, but I don't think it's a huge problem if we can just... essentially the trick that I think works for me at least is if you hit the last rat early on, he will lose a lot of time. And he will essentially catch you on the few of the last platforms, and then you hit him twice. That way you'll beat it every time. Of course, easier said than done, but that's how I do it. So hit him early on, so he gets stuck on that one moving platform. And then twice more at the end. Shouldn't be too difficult. Remember these. Once you get one chance to play through these levels, they become so much easier. Not to say they're easy, but I've done this like 60 times. Once you repeat something enough, you'll become good at it, no matter how difficult it is. Lesson in life. This is... I wouldn't say this is pure skill as much as it is memorization and just learning. Of course there's some skill involved, but anyone can do this. It's not that special. So you hit him there, he gets stuck on that platform for a long time, and then you'll hit him twice more at the end here. So I don't know what people complain about this one. Of course, different things are difficult for different people, but I found the rat race one of the easier levels in the game. Here he comes now. Of course, now that I say that, we're gonna mess this up somehow. It's just how things go. We have to hit him twice here. 1 and 2, and we're done. I don't think he can beat us. Nope. So that's how you do that. Probably my best stage, this one. Definitely after like level 5, this is my strongest level. Well, that's something, I guess. I don't know what people are complaining about. But maybe it's just the hand-to-eye coordination or something. I'm not sure what the deal is. Why that is easier for me. The usual suspects of most difficulty in this game is the Inferno level, Turbo Tunnel, and people seem to think that this is one of the harder levels, and level 9, which we just beat. Those are the main motherfuckers of the game. Luckily the rat isn't a problem for me. This boss is harder than the rat. For crying out loud. Just hit him from behind until he becomes too fast to do that. Then at that point, hit him from the front. Just wish he doesn't ram into you. Hope for the best. As you can see, I'm kinda leaning on the wall as I hit him. Because he doesn't land straight on you, he kinda hops forward like that. So it's a bit of a safe zone. And even if he doesn't, apparently you're still safe. Just don't get squashed. So be in the air. Be more hits. That's my bad. Oh fuck. That's how easily we get killed. Comboed to death. One more? No, there's a lot more. How many? Heck. This is a lot more than one. I'm so sweaty. There's like a puddle under me. But why? Heart's pounding out of my chest. So I'm gonna try this once. Without the pause trick. If I can't do it. Because this physically hurts me. Then I'm just gonna use the pause trick. The game is cheap to begin with, so... Essentially you have to press the D-pad on the right exact point on the corner. If you're like a millisecond late, the thing is gonna catch you. And if you pause the game on every corner, you get it perfectly every time. I don't really wanna use that if I can avoid it, but if my hand starts to hurt too much, then I probably have to do it. The game's fucked me over so many times, it's my time to fuck it. But I'm gonna try a few times. I probably don't wanna game over trying that, but... Like, let's say a few lives at least, try this without the glitch. Or the trick, whatever you think it is. Actually doing surprisingly well, but that can change. I found that you should press a bit late and not early, because if you press early, it's gonna get a lot faster. Well, he's gonna get a lot faster. We're almost at the end. Holy fuck, we made it. That was like my 4th time ever doing that without the pause trick. And I've had so little practice on this boss that I don't really even know what to do. I know you have to hit him and then grab him and throw him to the right, but to get that started is always a problem for me. Just have to get him. I'm gonna grab him, throw him against the wall and ram. No, ram! There we go. And just repeat this until it dies. Phew. This is not too bad once you... Shit. I didn't even know he can do that. Now we have a problem. We have to get him... Just fuck. Ah! Okay, got him back. As you can see, if you mess that up once, then... have fun catching him again. Or it, whatever the hell this is. Doesn't have too much HP, but it's just... Please die. Yes! We're on the last fucking level. My god, a chapter will close if we can do this today. I don't really want to ever play this again. The last level is not too bad, I mean, it has its problems, for sure. But level 9 was the pinnacle of the run. Level 9, if you can beat that, you can beat the game. There's no question about that. Ooh. Don't wanna... forget the stick. Maybe still. Don't wanna run against the spike balls. It's my own advice, which I don't always follow. Whose fault is that? Alright. Really cool what they've done with this game. It's NES. Looks like a Super Nintendo game at times. Incredible. But the difficulty, man. Still easier than Solar Jet, man. I should do that next. It's another rare game. But let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Have to beat this first. We still have, I think, 2 game overs. So we're looking pretty good on that front. I'm gonna say right now it's gonna be a real miracle if we're not gonna do it this time. If he somehow game over 2 times, I'm gonna eat my shoes. Something else. Come on. Where are you at? Oh! Fuck! I hate these things. Everything is an insta-kill. Hate these. This is the worst thing in this level. These red fellows. Definitely the worst part. Red clouds, not that big of a problem though. Oh my god, why did I didn't ram it. Is there a way for us to get rid of this? It's just... it keeps going up now. Just made this more difficult for myself. I was supposed to ram that, not punch it. I think we can still... Incredible. We are at 0 lives, we're gonna die. Pretty sure about that, but let's practice. Practice helps us memorize the level. So if you don't have the stick from the beginning, these guys will take 7 hits. And that is not fists, that is a ram. 7 rams it takes. So have fun. We're gonna be here for a while. Oof. Most likely you're not gonna die to this, it's just really slow and annoying. So close to the end and then have to endure this. And I'm sweating like a... What is something that sweats a lot? I've heard that pigs don't sweat. I always thought they did. Come on! Finally. And then we're gonna die to something dumb after that. Probably have to repeat that. It's kind of the same thing with this level. You want to keep your stick, but there's more sticks in this level though, so you can get it back after about the halfway point. You can get more sticks, and again you don't want to lose them, because then it becomes an exercise of endurance. Because the enemies take so many hits, or rather the green clouds. You can ram the other fellows, but that was close. I don't think we're gonna do it this time, but we should have more game overs to use. Oh, I thought... Okay, well... I didn't think we were at that part. Obviously. What the frog's going on? Well then... We still have continues. Pretty sure we still have 2 continues. I'd be really surprised if... Well, I'm not... I was gonna say I'd be really surprised if we lose them all, but... I actually wouldn't. That has happened. Out of these, like 57 I think. 57 runs I've had. I've gotten to the final stage 4 or 5 times. But I've gotten to the final stage with like no lives, like 1 life left, and no more game overs to use, or continues. So, we are looking pretty good on that front. I think we still have 1 continue. And now we're going into this with 3 lives. Just have to keep your composure, keep your cool. There's no reason to die now. I know the stage, I know how it works. And it's not a hard level. There's a lot more difficult levels in the game than this. This is a patience game. Knowing how the enemies work, knowing how the platforms work, knowing what comes on every level of this tower. If you fail to memorize what is up next, that could mean an instant death. Of course, some screens are slower than others. Some of these sections are panic sections. And of course there's the good old missing with the stick, so... These guys you do wanna ram instead of using the stick. Oh. Those are literally the worst part about this. The red fellows. First part of the damn level. Hate those insta-kills, and they're always in the worst spots. There's no checkpoint near them, except I think 1 time the checkpoint is literally on the same screen. But usually you just get insta-kill and then you lose your stick, and you get frustrated at which point, because that much more difficult to beat the level. I'm missing a lot now. I'm also not commending the hitbox. Please. I'm so sweaty. Heart's beating. Well, that's probably normal, but... Come on! I'm losing it. This is the best run I've had. I would hate to lose this now. We're gonna have to memorize the wind sections. I don't think you can kill the faces, you just have to grab sticks. This level tries to teach you on the various mechanics, but even the teaching elements are hazards. But it's just what the game does. Okay. Let's prepare for the worst. Huh? Troll spike. Now, come up here. I don't think I had more time to go up there if I wanted. That was right on the money. Close. Alright. Have to be fast here. We are so close. That is one of the worst spots in the level. That's a really easy spot to die on. And there's another where you have to drop to one of these springs from a great distance, and it's easy to slip off of the platform. We are far though. There you go. Jump up. One more of these. Hit them. Wait for them to attack. Hit them again. I knew I said I was gonna tell you a bit about the strategies, but I can see how difficult that is unless we make an evaluation of the game, which we might at some point, but I just listen, I wanna beat this. We're so close. We're almost at the top. There's only the golden cloud that can still mess us up. Made that. Just don't touch anything when the fellow is blowing you. Wait a minute. We've done that. Now. Oh! You can't kill this cloud, so you just have to go. Please. Right at the top. We're gonna make it. Yes! We cannot lose anymore. It's... Uh-oh. I'm gonna say, it's impossible for us to lose. There's no way we're gonna lose this run. I'm just gonna take my time. Essentially, you just hit her when she comes down. Fuck! Getting hit more than usual, but we have 3 lives. This should not be a problem. I'm saying that right now. Should not be a problem. And as I say that out loud, it means we're gonna do this. Gonna close this chapter of my life. Sweat is dripping into my mouth. I need like 3 showers. Getting fucking dizzy. Please stop. And what you have to remember when you finally beat her is not to stand in the middle of the room, because she can still kill you. She has like a death attack. She does. I don't think we're gonna lose this, to be honest with you. I just have to wrap my head around the fact that we're gonna fucking beat Battletoads and that shit. Still have 2 lives. Only a few more hits left. Essentially. Please. Yes, like 3 more hits maybe? Now there's 1 left! Oh my god! I didn't think we'd do this today. I just beat Battletoads. Holy shit. I haven't really I can't wrap my head around the fact that I just fucking beat it. Well, that's what... Okay, 57 tries is what it takes apparently. And a bunch of streams. The streams are in my channel, so if you wanna see my journey throughout, you can go watch those. What a journey it has been. Hope you enjoyed if you stick to the end. And I appreciate you watching this. Oh my god, I never wanna play this again. What do you wanna see next? Solar Jetman? Ghouls and Ghosts? Ghosts and Goblins, whatever it is. Oh my god! I just fucking beat the game! Fuck everyone! Bitch!